Deputy Chairman of the Russian Security Council, Dmitry Medvedev, responded defiantly to the initiative of European countries to send peacekeeping troops to Ukraine after the cessation of hostilities. His corresponding message appeared on the social network X. He, in particular, noted that peacekeepers must be from countries that are not members of NATO. Otherwise, it would mean war with the alliance. He also cynically advised French President Emmanuel Macron and British Prime Minister Keir Starmer to consult with US President Donald Trump on this matter. Macron and Starmer are playing dumb. They are told time and time again that peacekeepers must be from countries that are not members of NATO. No, they still want to send tens of thousands. Say directly that you want to provide military assistance to neo-Nazis in Kiev, and that means war with NATO. Consult with Trump, scumbags, Medvedev wrote. Medvedev, who was considered a liberal politician during his time in office from 2008 to 2012, has repeatedly made headlines since the beginning of Russia's war against Ukraine with sharp threats such as the use of nuclear weapons against the West. The stationing of peacekeeping troops in Ukraine, as proposed by Britain and France as part of a ceasefire agreement with Russia, is a question for Kiev to decide and not Moscow, French President Emmanuel Macron said in an interview. Macron and British Prime Minister Keir Starmer have been rushing to consolidate military support for Ukraine as US President Donald Trump presses for a peace deal with Russia. Starmer hosted a virtual meeting on Saturday with Macron and other non-US allies of Ukraine. Ukraine is sovereign. If it asks for Allied forces to be on its territory, it's not something for Russia to accept or not, Macron said in a joint interview with several French regional newspapers. Russia has repeatedly rejected the idea of soldiers from countries belonging to the NATO alliance being stationed in Ukraine. Finland's President Alexander Stubb told BBC television that any firm commitments would come once there was a clear plan. There are anywhere from 0 to 50 different ways they can help. Boots on the ground is only one way. You can talk about intelligence, you can talk about different types of things, but it's too early to commit right now, he said. Britain and France both say they could send peacekeepers to Ukraine, while Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese said his country was also open to requests. Russian President Vladimir Putin said on Thursday he supported in principle Washington's proposal for a 30-day ceasefire with Ukraine, but that his forces would fight on until several crucial conditions were worked out.
A MiG-29 fighter jet of the Ukrainian Air Force struck the Russian occupiers, using GBU-39 SDB precision bombs. The plane dropped 4 bombs on the area, causing a powerful explosion. Recall, at the end of September last year, it became known that the United States had ordered new batches of GBU-39/B small-diameter bombs for its own Air Force and foreign customers, including Ukraine. Back in May of last year, it became known that the Ukrainian Air Force had adapted Soviet combat aircraft to use American GBU-39 aerial bombs to strike Russian occupiers. Ukrainian F-16 fighters can also use such small-diameter high-precision aviation munitions. The primary platform expected to carry these advanced munitions is Romania's fleet of F-16 Fighting Falcons. Acquired from Portugal and upgraded to NATO standards, these multi-role fighters will gain a significant boost in their precision strike capability with the addition of the GBU-39B. The small-diameter bomb's ability to be carried in greater numbers per sortie maximizes the F-16's effectiveness, allowing Romanian pilots to engage multiple targets with pinpoint accuracy while reducing collateral damage. The American GBU-39 precision bomb weighs 130 kilograms, has a diameter of about 190 millimeters and a length of about 1.8 m. The maximum flight range is up to 110 kilometers when dropped from a high altitude. The design of the bomb has wings that unfold in flight, which allows you to significantly increase the range of hitting targets. According to the Washington Post, These bombs have proven to be resistant to interference created by Russian electronic warfare systems. Also, their small size makes it difficult to detect and intercept these bombs by Russian air defense systems. Video footage has been circulated in social media, showing Ukrainian airstrike on a bridge over Konka River in Russian-held Kherson region in southern Ukraine. The bridge is in fumes following the Ukrainian strike. The attack on the bridge seems to be aimed at disrupting Russian logistic movements over the river that had been used to transport military equipment. The attack comes amid Russians' attempts to conduct offensive actions in the direction of Dnieper from the side of Oleshki city, Telegram channels reported. It should be noted that Ukraine has been attacking Russian key infrastructure facilities since the start of the full-fledged invasion in 2022. Ukraine has stepped up attacks on Russia recently, striking Russian military facilities, oil and industry infrastructure. The latest of such strikes was launched on Mulino military training ground in Russia's Nizhny Novgorod region. Ukrainian kamikaze drones also struck an oil refinery in the city of Tuapse in Russia's Krasnodar region on the night leading to March 14.